Hi everyone, welcome to Soulbeat Tarot. I'm doing your reading today, excuse me, for the zodiac sign of Virgo. That's really funny that the minute I started this video, my voice cracked and it feels like it's not gonna be normal. And you got this voice card, but I'll talk about that later. Okay, so very interesting energy from this lizard card. I'm getting the energy from you that you don't want to conform to other people's ideals or way of being. It's like a trusting of yourself. Like, I trust when I should blend in and when I should stand out. Okay, so my candle burned over because I wasn't paying attention and it made a big mess. And then I found this. This is from another candle that's been on my table for a while and I just hadn't seen it. It was behind a couple of my crystals. It was actually behind this one. So, I don't know, you might be in need of... Oh shit, I can't remember what that one's called. I want to say agate, but I don't think that's right. Anyway. Hopefully it'll come to me later. So, there seems to be a situation where it's someone close to you, someone, well, they seem to be in their shadow. So, and when they're in their shadow, they're very rigid, unwavering, hurtful, or you might just perceive what they're doing as hurtful. They might be like calculating and underhanded and just very passionate about how they're gonna stick it to somebody. That's the energy that I feel from this. It's kind of gross. But I also feel the need to say that, this person is in their shadow. So they won't always, it's not like people live endlessly in their shadow. But it's like Spirit is guiding you to just move forward. Take whatever they've done and know, okay, I know this person is in their shadow. I know eventually they're going to come out and come to their senses. Right? Even if they don't, you can think that. You can have hope for that. There is a movement forward here, but the movement forward is going to be, I want to say, propelled by you holding on to this energy of just being intrigued by things and wanting to see new things. It's like the Page of Cups is like an energy of, it's almost childlike wonder, and just wanting to go see new things. What can I learn today, and what can I discover? And then with the Earth Mother card, it's like this energy of, I am abundant because the vibe. Oh, it's funny because this card too. I am abundant because the energy of abundance lives in my mind. It's always there, you know. So there's like it's almost like there's a perspective shift that is, oh, I'm thinking of like glass half full, glass half empty, you know. She could look at this spoon and think to herself, well, shit, I'm losing so much. Or she could think of it as, oh, it's easier for me to get this medicine. It's kind of a silly example, but you know, there's always two sides to the story, and there's always two ways of looking at things. And you know, it may be the case that this person has done wrong, but you can always look at the brighter side of things. And you know, the bright side of someone doing something bad to you, even if, you know, maybe it made you go into your shadow too. Like there's always something that is to be learned from that. And it's funny that I got the message about the vibration of abundance in your mind, like that feeling, that vibration, that's the peak, the pentacle, you know, would be, it's not going to come physically into your reality until you actually feel that vibration. It's funny. That's funny that I said that. I can't even remember what I said. The peak of your vibration, the peak of the pentacle. It kind of feels like, you know, that energy, that that vibration, you know, you're speaking, how do I want to say this? I'm like struggling to get this out. So the shift here is like innocence and love and intrigue. What do I want to say? Youthful innocence. There's some other word that I'm searching for that just is eluding me, but you know, it's just a very childlike energy and free, and you know, children know what they want, and they don't let, like, for the most part, don't let like negative thoughts cloud their vision of things. They have an innocence about them and about what they want, for the most part. So with this voice card, it's like there's an aspect of vibration to both of them. You know, you're speaking things into existence. What are you speaking of? What are you saying? You know, and that's what's going to come into your reality. What are you thinking about? What is on your mind? You know, if it's revenge and arguing and winning, you know, if it's negative things, then that's the vibration of the thing that's going to manifest into your reality. So there seems to be an aspect here of, yes, it looks like someone did you wrong, but there was obviously a lesson here for both of you, and the winner is going to be, well, if you feel the need to win, the winner is going to be the person who just forgives and forgets. You know, if somebody like physically abused you or hurt you, or, you know, they're like a diagnosed narcissist or something like that, don't stick around. And I'm not even telling you to stick around anyway, but it's just a mindset for yourself of forgiveness. And I'm going to take the lesson out of this, and I'm going to just move forward by myself, because that's what needs to happen. That's what Spirit is like calling you to do. You know, with the Wheel of Fortune here, there's like divine timing, fate, you know, things are moving. Things are finding balance. That's what it feels like. This, whatever this was, happened because there was a form of balance that was needed for both parties. You know, probably very different lessons, very different viewpoints on things. No, you know, no coming to a conclusion until there was a shift in vibration, thoughts, words. It's like trying to argue with somebody who's still angry, you know? Trying to have a conversation with somebody who's still angry with you over something. It's just not going to work. And it's funny with this turtle card, I have never gotten this before, but it's like a coming out. You know, if you were hermiting, the turtle would be inside the shell, you know? But the turtle is out. Still cautious. But he's happy. He's going to go find a log to lay on. He's going to do the things that in the sun. He's going to do. It's just going to be childlike and enjoy the day for what it is, and not let anything. That's the guidance. That's what's being asked of you. Forgive, forget, move on. Stop thinking about it. Yeah. Because that's what it's all about, is to know the lesson for what it is, what you needed to learn. I wouldn't focus on this other person at all. You know, they have their own set of lessons, and, you know, yes, this might have made you very sad, but if you can be grateful for what it has taught you and the new insights and new valuable thought processes or emotions that it has brought to you, it seems like there's an awareness now of people, a better awareness of people and yourself. You know, this ability to, because maybe you just did what other people wanted you. Maybe you were a people pleaser. That's, you know, maybe you just had this tendency to people please because it was easier. You know, you didn't want to deal with the fight. You didn't want to deal with the aftermath, because that's what this feels like, is the aftermath of something that happened, and and finally coming to that place where you're like, okay, I need to get out of my head about this. I need to forgive this person, because now that I've had time to cool off, it doesn't seem to be as bad as I originally thought. And I learned a lot of lessons from this, and I need to just move forward for myself because I had actually forgot. I pulled these cards. My tooth just started to hurt, and it made me remember that these cards were out here. So, and it feels like the same thing, you know, there's an aspect of, because this was the overall energy for the reading. I just forgot that I'd put it to the side because I didn't have a lot of room left. Anyway, you know, this just looks like taking the road of positivity. I'm just gonna skip all this stuff down here. I'm just gonna rise above it, raise above it, rise above it. And I don't need anyone with me. I can be all by myself. And teeth are very important. I actually had teeth problems when I was younger, and I didn't actually realize just how important your teeth are to your overall health. Like, it's almost like a domino effect, I want to say. You know, when you have a tooth that's going bad, you could have all sorts of other ailments going on within your body. So it makes me think of, you know, while this was happening, while you were in this like shadow aspect, you know, you might have had some like health issues or aches and pains arise. Your body's always talking to you, you know. There's always a need to listen to what's going on with your body, because sometimes it like, especially if you're in a bad headspace and you're in your shadow and you're like blaming on others, it's the things that your body tell you are going to be the indicator of what's really going on. You know, if you're struggling to see the situation for what it is and be able to forgive this person, not necessarily to their face, you know, it's just about for your own vibrational health, I want to say. I never thought of it like that. That's really funny. I think I might name the video this. Your vibrational health. Ugh, I was going to write it down, but I don't know where any of my pens are, so I guess I won't. Yes. That is what I want to say. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, I just saw a 1811 when I turned this back on. Okay, so this was like a side message. And it feels like I've kind of talked about all this stuff, but it just felt important that I add this in here, because I was getting these cards out and this whole pile flopped out, and I obviously don't have room for it. But it's kind of the same message of like, there was definitely something to be learned from this. There's always something to be learned from a situation. And gosh, all these birds, it's so funny. I don't know if you see certain birds a lot. It's funny that there's a cardinal on here, because cardinals are very important to me. There's an owl on here, you know, and they all just symbolize different things. So there might be an importance of, you know, what birds are you seeing? Are you looking up the meaning of that? You know, what's following you? What's being uncovered in this situation for yourself? You know, oh, that's so funny. You got both of them. They're both 29, which is 1111, which is divine timing, which, yes, that's so funny. There was like, you know, it's like moving from this lack mentality to, what did I say earlier? Pentacle, I can't remember. Oh, that's so funny. I'm gonna have to watch this again and see what that was. But yeah, it's just like a total shift. Whatever happened was big. Ugh. I can't remember what planet is in. Gosh darn it. I need to start putting lists on my walls so I can remember what's. I'm going to do that actually, so that I don't forget. Because my brain. But anyway, yeah, there was definitely huge. It feels like huge lessons to be learned from this situation. At the tail end of some retrograding planet, or like some cycle in your life that could have been like going on for a really long time. And same for this person. That's what it feels like, because it doesn't feel like there's evil here. It just feels like two people who were in their shadow and being stubborn, and a need for a lot of things, but it doesn't feel evil. Oh, the worker bee in reverse, which also feels like not conforming, not, what is it, hive mentality. Like there was an aspect here of not doing what was best for all. And I don't know if that's on it. It's hard to say if it was you or the other person, but there just seems to be an aspect here of kind of fighting the currents, fighting the process a little bit. And the birds, I can't get over the birds. Yeah. It's almost like a totally ignoring the messages for what they actually were from spirit, until you cooled off a little bit. And then you kind of came into, or you're going to come into, maybe this hasn't happened yet. Maybe you're still on that journey. But I feel like you're getting there. You're going to get there. And there's different ways that you can know exactly what's going on for you, whether it's messages from spirit, synchronicities, the pains in your body. Just pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on, is what it seems like. All right, let's see. Spirit, can you get advice? Anything else for Virgo? Alright, you got strength. Strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. You're never really alone, as we're always here with you. Yeah, that just seems like, I want to say, to know when there's a need for a cry for help. And to just remember that they're always there for you. So even if you're like right in the muck of this and it seems not good, just know that the energy is going to be shifting, or the energy has already shifted for you, and good things to come, but you need to work on your vibrational health. So anyway, I hope that this was helpful, Virgo. I'm sending you so much love. Good luck with all of this. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you back next time. Bye.